Hi Kevin, sorry you've struggled with somniphobia, but glad you're asking. And yes, I will make a longer in-depth video, but I don't know when that's gonna happen, so I thought I might do a short video here and answer your questions, your specific question. So firstly, whenever we're facing something that is part of this inner struggle, what we want to do is identify, like, what is the token, what is the experience that has become a threat in our mind, and then we want to befriend that at 3 levels. We want to understand intellectually that there's no threat, we want to expose ourselves to it, and we want to always be kind to ourselves. So firstly, we want to see what has been tokenized here. Well, what has been tokenized when it comes to somniphobia is the process of sleeping, or the process of falling asleep. That has become a threat in our mind, and it's very easy to see how that can happen. When our brain is in this like threatened state, sleeping seems like really dangerous. That's something like we don't want to happen because we are vulnerable when we sleep, and it's a mysterious process too. Falling asleep is mysterious, sleeping is mysterious. That can easily become like threatening to us. And then we have this loop where we always kind of face the night and the prospect of sleeping, and that puts our mind in the threatened state, and the threatened state produces like this maintains this like appearance of sleeping as a threat, and then that happens, and that's the loop, right? That's somniphobia for us. So the token is falling asleep or sleeping. And how can we befriend that? Well, firstly, we can see that there is actually no real threat on an intellectual level. Falling asleep and sleeping does not represent a threat at all. And then comes what you're really asking about: how do we face this like without taking medication? Well, regardless of if we take medication or not, I think that is actually not so relevant. It doesn't really matter because it's not what makes a difference. The difference always comes from how we think about things. But what we want to do is see that our opportunity is when it is night and we're about to fall asleep, or we're, we have slept or something like that, and we start to become like frazzled. We become concerned, upset. What if I don't fall asleep? What if I fall asleep? What happens when I sleep? That is actually the moment of opportunity, when our somniphobia is active, if you will. That's our moment to be like, I can be with this without doing anything. I can expose myself to this this thing that I've come to see as a threat without doing anything. That's true exposure. That's how we face something. It's facing something is not really an active thing. Facing something is about being with the thing that has frazzled us without doing anything. And then finally, of course, always be kind to ourselves. Even when we don't face it, we kind of escape, we take the medication, we try to avoid it. Just be kind to yourself and things will settle.